I apologize for the quality of this video. It's the best I can do right now. First and foremost, I would like to say everything that I talk about in this video is true. And also, my Twitter account that I mentioned in this is no longer available. It was suspended a couple years ago, and I have been unable to get it back. And frankly, because of everything that went down on that account, I don't want it back. I would like to apologize if I make a lot of jump cuts. My allergies are acting up as it is spring, and I didn't want to put off this video any longer, and frankly, allergen medicine doesn't work for me. So if there's any jump cuts, that's just me cutting out sniffling. And one more thing before we officially get started here. Please don't send hate to the YouTuber that I mentioned in this video. She was in a really bad place, and I was a stupid young kid. Without stalling any longer, let's get into it. My name is Erin, and I used to own a Twitter account called Helena is a Goner. A couple years ago, I believe it was 4 years ago, so I would have been 16. Around Christmas time, or nearing Christmas time, there's this YouTuber that I used to really like called Jessie V, and she had made a tweet giving an update on her health, which she tends to do. I read off the update to my younger sibling because we both watched Jessie's channel a lot, and my sibling said something that I didn't really agree with, and I replied to Jessie's tweet quite stupidly. My autism had been undiagnosed at the time, and I couldn't understand the cue that no, this is not an appropriate moment to ask a question like this. And I asked, in my reply to Jessie's tweet, pretty much what I had said was something along the lines of, my younger sibling said this, saying that you only give updates on your health for attention, and I would like to know how to explain to them that you don't give updates on your health for attention. And so what should I do? But two things that, looking back on that, I now realize is, one, that was not an appropriate situation, and two, I could have worded that better. And I was at my volunteer job at a coffee shop when I made that reply. So when I next got on my phone, my reply had blown up because Jessie saw it and she'd quote retweeted it. And from there, her fans started replying to me and quote retweeting me. And where my account is suspended, you can still find all of the replies that people had made to it if you just look up my username and add on Jessie V to the explore bar on Twitter. And people were giving me a lot of valid criticism, but because of being bombarded with it and also being young and not understanding why I was being frankly attacked for simply inquiring what I should do, it was terrifying. Just so you know what exactly I said, I'm going to insert a clip here after I finish speaking right now. I will insert a clip from Jessie's video responding to my reply where she reads it off.
Someone tweeted me during sort of one of my worst days where I was so depressed and so in pain, and they told me that their sister is annoyed by me. Hold on, I have the actual tweet. I was so upset when I saw it. They said, my sister said she's getting annoyed by you, saying you're like every other YouTuber who thinks they're the only ones that matter because of all your illness and hospital updates. So this person is annoyed because I talk about my illness. And that really, really hit me the wrong way and made me very sad, because this is my life now. If I just sat here and pretended like everything was okay and just never talked to you guys about what was going on with me personally, I would be living a lie.
So, yeah. To this day, I still feel terrible about making that tweet, and I wish that I hadn't. And I don't know if Jesse or anybody for that matter will see this video, but Jesse V, if you see this, I would just like you to know that I feel terrible, and my autism, diagnosed or undiagnosed, is not a really good excuse, but I was young. I was only 16, and I hadn't exactly been educated on when an appropriate time to ask questions like that is, because I was used to people just being scarily open about that and happily answering questions. But I'm really sorry that I made you feel even worse than you already were. Thank you for taking the time to watch this if you did. It was short, but I felt the need to finally touch on this. After Jessie made her video, I frankly was terrified because I got the notification for it, because I'd been subscribed to her at the time. When I got the notification and I saw the title of the video and realizing how it lined up to her responding to my tweet, I got scared. And I made an apology in the comments, but I never got a response. And I guess it just got drowned out by everybody else that had replied to it. I'd made my apology in those comments on one of my other YouTube channels. Silver Screen Edits, I think, is the channel that I made the apology on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I will leave a link to Jesse's video in the description so that you all can go watch it in its entirety instead of just the small clip that I included. Again, I don't know if Jesse's gonna watch this or if she will even see it, but the slim chance that she does see this, again, Jesse, I am so sorry and I feel so terrible. I hope that you can forgive me. So that's it. Bye.